Celebrating Africa's rich cultural heritage.
Governor Oyetola of Osun State has been lauded for his prudence in addressing the demands of Endsars protesters and his handling of the subsequent looting and property destruction in the state. Members of the Osun Elders Forum, led by APC chieftain Chief Bisi Akande, gave the commendation on Friday during a solidarity visit to the governor at the government house, Osogbo. The elder commended Oyetola for the ways he prevented the last Endsars attack against him and his convoy from degenerating into total breakdown of law and order. They expressed support for the clamor for end to acts of brutality by police officers, but condemned the attack on security personnel and the destruction and looting of property by hoodlums who later hijacked the initial peaceful protest across the state. Against this backdrop, they appealed to youth across the nation to give dialogue a chance for peaceful resolution of their demands, as they sympathized with public and private figures who suffered various degrees of damages in the violence that accompanied the Endsars protest. They advised government to intensify programs on agriculture, education, and social enlightenment towards reducing the menace of hunger and joblessness among the youths.
Protest is an essential part of democracy. But when a handshake is going beyond the ankle, we call it abnormal. We don't support violence in protest. This country, particularly our state, has witnessed violence with protest in the past few weeks. And the share of our state has been very enormous. We thank you for how much you have done to control the fallout. And through you, we want to sympathize with all our friends and leaders who have suffered some damages, collateral damages, in the misadventure of violence that accompanied the protest. And we look at it and we say, we must come and pay a visit to you, to solidarize with you as part of members of Osun State. In all that happened, we see that a lot must be wrong with our education. And we want to suggest that the state efforts must be more intensified in the areas of agriculture to solve the problem of hunger. Mr. Governor.
Speaking, Oyetola appreciated the elders for the visit and cleared the air that there was no attempt by government to hoard the looted COVID-19 palliatives, but was instructed by the committee at the federal level to hold on. He seized the occasion to admonish recalcitrant looters to return their loot, as there is still more than 70% items yet to be recovered.
I think the exercise took place yesterday. I think by now virtually everybody must have been able to recover. It's a percentage, a small percentage compared with what has been looted. At least we try to assist them in a way to recover some of the looted items. We don't pray that that happens again. There are a few boys that are creating problems. I believe the law enforcement agencies will do the needful. But I've heard that one of them is still planning to want to stage another protest. So it means it is just a question of Endsars, but there are other motives behind it. So I believe, I don't pray that we witness that kind of thing, and I want to warn our youth not to be persuaded to want to join any protest any longer. What has constrained us as a government is that we don't want to lose lives. The attack on me could have led to several people being killed, ordinarily. And that's the truth. People are wondering, you didn't shoot anybody? You haven't called him IDC? How many people were killed? He said none. He said, none? I believe God just took control, because at the material time I couldn't have been able to even think straight. It was a question of my wanting to just escape. And you want to wonder, these are people we are serving, could go to the level of you wanting to take your life. It's very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. But I thank God, and I must appreciate this call. It gives me a lot of confidence that you are with me. God is with me, and my leaders are with me. God and yourself gave me this assignment, and we thank God. It's been so far so good. We need you always. So please, when we look back, we want to see you. Once we see you, we're comfortable. So I must thank you for this visit, and I pray that may God not allow us to witness this kind of thing again in our state. This is a state that is known for peace, but that peace was seriously threatened for 1 week. It was like a week that will be remembered for years to come. I thank you most sincerely. God bless you.
Kayode Ayeni, ABN TV News, Osun State, Nigeria.